Roberto Monaco here with the Cairo Speaking Company, and today I have mi hermano, my brother, Dr. Jongi, all the way from Mexico. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you in a little vacation in beautiful Mexico?
Yeah, taking a few days of recharging here.
I love it. Where are you? What part of Mexico are you?
Cabos.
Cabos. I love it. I love it. So today, Dr. Jogi was kind enough to take a little break from his vacation, and we want to talk about an amazing event that he's putting together with some powerful entities, and I'm blessed because I was invited to speak, and the event's gonna be in Lansing, Michigan, July 15th to the 17th. So, Dr. Jogi, tell us a little bit about the event.
Well, this is going to be exciting for a lot of different reasons. Number one is to be able to get people together. Many chiropractors and chiropractic offices have been pretty much on hold here for the past 14, 15, 16 months of not doing any training on the road, or not going to any training, or being able to be around with people that have the same mindset. So this is going to be at Gilead Healing Center there in Lansing, Michigan. And Gilead Healing Center is a very special place, which you've been there yourself. That the place was built back in 2004, and the purpose of Gilead is a nonprofit, but the purpose of Gilead was to bring the sick, to bring total restoration to the sick. And we have an amazing facility there with all kinds of different practitioners to be able to do that. And I am very thrilled to be able to bring this chiropractic training and joining in with different people, powerful people into the profession. And I'm just very excited. Number one is we're going to be, one group that I have associated with is C3, which is Christ Center Chiropractic, and then Hero, which is a group of Dr. Paymer and Dr. Lerner that have joined in to train young people that will graduate from chiropractic school. And one of their goal is they want to just be hitting the ground running and having successful practices. And then we also going to have the famous Paymer School for CA, which is chiropractic assistant, that we're going to have. So it's not just going to be like we're going to listen to speakers and it's going to be great information, but as you will say it we don't just speak to inform, but we speak to transform. We've got to be taking action in order to continue growing and touching the masses. And that's really what this is all about, and what it's going to be all about in July. It's going to be packed with amazing people that will be speaking, but also training, and ultimately transformation by the time that everybody goes home on Saturday afternoon. And I'm, I can't tell you how excited I am to, number one, to have you there. Number two is we also going to have another special guest, Pastor Dave Williams, which was the person that had the vision for Gilead Healing Center back in 2004. Pastor Dave wrote over 60 some books, some of the bestsellers, sold millions of copies. Anyway, it's just going to be amazing. That's all I can say.
I love it. So I had a chance to speak at the Gilead Healing Center last December. And when I had a presentation actually for a corporation, and Dr. Jogi invited me to speak before for a business group from the church. And I'm expecting a setup. And I went there. I was just blown away. The room is beautiful. The setup for speakers and for the audience members, so comfortable, is big, and screens and everything else, super powerful. So what are some of the speakers that are going to be there presenting, and some topics?
Well, number one is we're going to have you. So I guess you're going to tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking about.
Yeah.
You're going to share that with us in a minute, but we also going to have Dr. Rob Schiffman. I guess he doesn't need an introduction. One of the largest, if not the largest, chiropractic practice in the country. Dr. Schiffman's been in practice for several decades. He's an amazing man of God, and it's impossible to be in front of him and not to to have a little something inside of you that will change by the time he's all said and done. We also going to have Dr. Ben Lerner, which is his partner with C3. Dr. Lerner, again, does not need an intro. I've owned dozens and dozens of clinic franchise chiropractor. I believe he's finishing up his PhD right now in psychology. Dr. Lerner is just an amazing man of God, number one. And then number two, his experience in practice, from starting practices, growing practices, coaching, developing, just name it, he's done it. So it will be quite amazing. We also have Dr. Stephen Baker from Idaho, which I've never met him personally, but he will be speaking as well. Has developed
awesome.
Amazing, some chiropractic content there, and probably many of you have already seen him. We also going to have Pastor Dave William, as I said earlier, that was the founder of Gilead Healing Center, that will also be speaking there on Friday. And then Dr. Matt Paymer, which many of you have heard before from the Paymer family, will be speaking as well. Dr. Matt's been in the chiropractic profession for several decades as well, come from a chiropractic family. His father, his uncles, sisters, and also Dr. Ray Omed. If you've never met Dr. Ray from New York, Dr. Ray is amazing. He's an amazing guy. And again, I'm just so excited to have those people, but not only to just have those guys for, what they have done, but they're totally dedicated to, to the Lord. They're totally men of God. They're people that are all in, with God and the purpose that those fine people have been, the calling that it's been put on their heart to do, to touch more people with chiropractic and the masses. And also what we're going to be having in the morning, which is going to be quite amazing, which you've been part of a few times yourself, is we're going to have an early training, because the training is going to start at 6 a.m. So we're going to have training for the people that are there, the people that's going to show up, hopefully all of them, not only the doctors, but also the family. So we're going to have a short workout there for about 40 minutes. And then after that, we're going to have some sharing time, which in my experience in those training, it's probably the most powerful time of the day. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have breakfast, and then the training is going to start. And the training will start on Thursday afternoon with the Paymer School of CA. And then there's going to be training for the teams. And then on Friday morning, our famous Roberto Monaco will be the first keynote speaker there.
We can save the famous. We can save the famous.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'll tell you, when I went there in December, in the middle of the lockdown, at least Michigan, Detroit was locked down. The airports, nobody, no business were open there. And it was amazing to see the love and support that I got from you, from your family, from everybody in the center. It was so beautiful. And specifically, I'll be talking about communication. And communication has changed. I keep telling chiropractors, some of them don't want to hear because they're waiting for things to go back to normal. And one of the analogies that I use is 9/11. Now, unfortunately, it's a bad analogy, something bad that happens in our soil. But because of the event, security on the airports change forever, right? Forever. One event, so you never travel the same. And this experience that the last year or so is going to change how you communicate, how you reach people forever, right? So much so, the biggest trend now is remote work. So as a doctor, as a chiropractor, a big portion of the companies, of the employees that you use maybe to do screening at companies, or if you used to do lunch and learns at companies, they're going to be work from home. So what does that mean to you in terms of reaching to these people, connect these people? You have to be able to develop also the virtual presentation muscle. You have to. It's not like I'm trying to push it. You have to. Now, I am not suggesting that dinner with the doctor or lunch and learn or events, they're going to disappear. No. What I'm telling you is that according to research, that a lot of the companies are moving their workforce online. Right? Why they're doing that? Because number one, employees are happy. Number two, they're more productive. Number three, saves them a lot of money. So as a business owner, if you save more money, if people are more productive, and people and your employees are happy, can retain them, you're going to do it. Now, I understand that's not every industry that's going to do that, but a big portion. So not only I want to talk about communication one-on-one, communication internally, I'm talking about traditional public speaking, but more importantly, I'm going to be talking also about virtual presentations, because that is one of the major focus that chiropractors are missing the boat. And the way I tell my clients is this: let's say before you used to do amazing screenings, amazing dinner with the doctor, amazing lunch and learns. The way you and now you're resisting this idea of going online and doing talks, doing webinars, doing live videos. I tell you, the mindset that you have to have is this: is almost like before you used to offer this amazing chocolate ice cream, right? The best, let's say, which is quote unquote, that was your talk. And now you just added a new flavor, vanilla ice cream. So for the companies and opportunities that you have to actually do a quote unquote in-person lunch and learn, you do it. But if you have an opportunity to do a virtual lunch and learn, you can do that also. So it's going to be amazing training. There's a link below here for you to register. Register today. It's going to be awesome. And I'm sure July you don't have snow in Michigan. No, it's not cold.
No, there's no snow in Michigan. But the other things that I want to add as well for our viewers is maybe some of you, you're thinking, this is like doctor stuff with Roberto. But I want to assure you that there's also stuff for every single person that works in your office. Mm-hmm. Because this is a time right now where it's not just up to the doctor, but it's every single team member in the office that can be involved with this, improving your communication virtually.
Yep.
Improving your communication through social platforms.
Yep.
So this is for everybody. It's not just for the doctor. Everybody can benefit from not only to get the information, but to start taking action. And how can we communicate better with our people? And I think that ultimately, as one of my mentors decades ago when I first started in practice, was like you have to adapt, you have to overcome, and you have to improvise. And the reason why we are still here 14, 15 months into this, this COVID business here, right? If we're still around is because, you guys have been able to adapt, but how can we do this to another level? How can we do it better? How can we touch more people's lives, right? I just want you to just, to think that if God's put on your heart to touch more people's life, how can you do that? How can we do this to a higher level? How can we continue to do the work that we were called to do, right? And to be able to touch the masses, to reach out more people, to touch more people's lives, and to do it in a way where we've never been, just think about this 20 years ago, we didn't have, all the tools that we have right now to do what we do, and to be able to touch millions of lives by just sitting at home, and to be, to be able to make a difference in those people's life, and to be able to encourage them, and to be able to touch their life and allow them to take action, allow them to know that, they were designed to be healthy, and to be able to, continue on this journey by empowering people, right? To, let's just face it, there's a lot of people in the past year that they've been driven out of fear. And if we can give people the information, if we can educate people, if we can continue to pour into their lives, right, we have an opportunity to empower those people, and then for them to make the best decision, not only for themselves, but also for their family. And, this is what's exciting about the information that you have, that you're going to be teaching us, that you're going to continue, pouring into, just to have seen you adapting, with this COVID, over the past 12 months, and to be able to apply those concepts and to touch more people's lives, and to be able to bring more people to the office that otherwise those people would not have come in. So, to me, I think it's very powerful, and I'm very excited about that.
Awesome, my brother. I can't wait. Again, guys, the event's coming up. By the way, acknowledge a couple people here. You got to speak French now with your brother here.
Serge, bonjour.
From Puerto Rico, Dr. Salgado. I appreciate that. Dr. Dean from Atlanta, ATL. Dr. João Roberto speaks about you all the time. Always good stuff, brother. Except the day when I went to Michigan to speak, Dr. João invited me to train, work out. I'm like, I can work out, do 200 pull-ups. And I remember it was like 4:30 in the morning, cold. He got me flipping tires, those tractors. I'm always throwing up. Anyway, it's going to be a different kind of workout, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a different kind of workout.
It's going to be the lighter version. Anyway, Dr. João, thanks so much, brother. It's always an honor, a pleasure to be with you. Make sure you guys get your ticket today. There's a link below here for you to register. Don't speak to inform, speak transform. God bless you. And you guys have an amazing, amazing day.
Take care. Thank you.